Male Review on Yale Radiocast.
What is good, Yale Radiocast land? It is your boy Josh the intern here with the Male Review. We are back in the building.
Oh,
we took a little weekend off for that little extra barbecue we got to get in.
Juneteenth Part 2.
Yeah, right.
It's Super
right,
3D.
Right.
That's what's good.
But we back here in the building. We got a good topic for the day. First we're gonna do what we usually do: go around the table, see how everybody's week was, see what's on your mind, see what's going on. For myself, it was the week went by pretty quick, man. It was a pretty good week. Nothing really to complain about. The Jello pudding guy got out of. He finished his tour in Pennsylvania.
Jello pudding man.
Yeah.
We won't discuss him by name.
Yeah. The upper room.
I said Bill. Big Willie style.
Bill finished his 2-year tour there in Pennsylvania.
Right.
Yep. Shout out to the Supreme Court up there in PA for denying parole and then just letting him out of jail.
Vacate the whole thing.
You know what? Forget parole.
Big Pilly style.
Just go home. Just go home.
Right
go home.
Right on.
So it was a good week though, man. But nothing really crazy on my side. Nothing really too much to talk about as far as it goes with me. But how about you, Mark L? How was your week?
What's good, people? It's Mark L in the building again on the flagship show, the Male Review with the leg in the house. This week was pretty easy going for me. Kind of got really turned into a shit show yesterday at the regular job because I was just, it was mind blowing. There was a lot of stuff happening this week with that. However, I did get a chance to chill out on Monday to celebrate. Not having to work on Monday, so I celebrated. I celebrated not working on Monday. That's what I celebrated.
I was wondering,
but
what your celebratory moment?
Hey, that was my celebratory moment. I slept. I laid around and I slept some more, so it was good. So my week was good, man. It was cool. I'm gonna come back in a minute with my man on fire moment.
We got a man on fire moment.
We got a man on fire moment. But first, I'm gonna pass it off to the boss man himself, Dylan Yale. What's up, bro? How was your week this week, bro?
Look here, man. I'm tired.
Yes.
I want to shout out to the community of people that has had to deal with the issues of COVID.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and call this the Umbrella.
The Umbrella Corporation.
Because right now I feel like I'm a victim of the Umbrella Corporation.
Hey,
let me paint a picture for you, gentlemen, right?
Okay, got it. Man on fire, here he comes.
So got a close friend named Therapist G. He goes by Therapist G, right?
TG, right.
Okay, so Therapist G. Shout out to everybody tuning in, by the way. Therapist G has a big wedding coming up, right? Right on. A part of the wedding is we're going on this outstanding boat. So, boat cruise to celebrate. Now, to get on this boat, we got to take a vaccination.
What?
Now, everybody knows how anti-vax Dylan is. So, there was some bit of fair exchange between me and my lady about my desire to be vaccinated. She did this a few weeks ago because she's all gung-ho about going on this little stupid ass trip.
Oh,
right?
Lord.
No, it's an outstanding trip. Shout out to my people.
It's not stupid. He meant outstanding.
No, I said what I said.
Okay, right.
When it comes to my life, yeah, it's stupid.
What he said. Go ahead.
A boat compared to my life, yeah.
He said what he said.
I said what I said. 2021. I'm not holding back with nobody. Shit.
Right. Who knows how long we got left?
Yeah. So, and look here. This motherfucker better not ever question my goddamn love for her little head, pea head ass, right? So I went and I got vaccinated, not for the boat, not for the Therapist G and wifey, but for my lady.
Oh,
my ass. Man.
Wait a minute. Is that him acting nice? We got a situation. I need the upper room.
So I went and I got the vaccination to make her ass happy about this goddamn boat cruise, man.
Excellent.
Did it work?
We'll see when I either grow a fourth leg. If I grow a fourth leg, hey.
I know, right? See, Mike, keep you know what? We good over here. We good.
If I grow this fourth leg, or If I started, my skin turning pale and I started, having a taste for brains or whatever,
Oh my
you know what I'm saying? I start doing the Thriller dance in the middle of the street.
Look, it's like that. What's up? And who's coming from the back?
Man, we got we got Mr. T.
Hey, you know why I really came back? I really came back because I got tired of y'all saying the same stupid ass joke about me drilling.
Oh,
Dude, you know what?
Did you wipe the
This is
drill
getting
out?
ridiculous. If nothing else, this is making our views go down.
Taps out.
So you're gonna start going down instead of drilling, is what you're saying. Okay, we got that.
The well is
we
dry.
got that on record to y'all.
Yeah. Well, no, it was no drilling involved. It's called pile driving.
All right,
And you know what? It sounded just as vulgar coming out of my mouth talking about pile driving. So, your boy TR has had a hell of a couple of weekends. I'm glad to be rocking with y'all. My fellas, I've been missing y'all. I've been taunting y'all. If y'all have been tuning in, y'all know I get one or the other. Because that's how we do. We're brothers. We love each other, whatever. But I've been missing y'all, fellas, man. And I'm back. Let's go with the topic, man.
Well, yeah. Well, hold up.
Why we gotta hold up?
Because I want to read a couple of comments. Right, Mrs. Phoenix wants to say YDLMIL.
You don't love me like it.
Yeah, her thing is that this has been a back and forth with me and her of you don't love me like I love you.
Yeah, love me like I love you.
Apparently, Phoenix, you have not risked your life yet, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
The second part is we'll be there together. Me and my 4 legs.
Oh my God. She got you. She got you.
And also shout out to Mr. Terrence McCrae. What's up, fellas?
T-Mac.
Shout out
What's up,
T-Mac.
dude?
What's happening, brother? We want you to chime in on this subject too as well. Going into the topic of the day.
Wait.
Alpha males.
Oh boy.
What the hell is an alpha male?
What is an alpha male? Y'all 6, 7,
We've
8.
been conversing about this within the past couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
And it's been a big thing within today's society. When a word becomes a social norm,
Yeah.
everybody wants to mention it and talk about it and make it as so. And there were a few conversations about this word alpha male this week. Shout out to my brother Caleb Miguel. He brought that up in one of the groups that we were in. And it created a bit of an uproar between the men and the women about this word alpha male. Tyrone, TR, do you have any opinions on that word alpha male as it relates to maybe yourself or what society views as alpha male in your book, in your eyes?
Well, if y'all fellas notice, I didn't chime in to the back and forth or whatever when we got our own forum, y'all, and we care about y'all so much. We talk about different topics before we bring it to y'all because we want to be concerned about what y'all take from us and what we give to y'all. So that being said, I didn't chime in, and here's why I didn't chime in. It's a made up bullshit ass damn name.
Facts.
I think it's a name given to when you get offended about somebody. When they're being too forceful or too whatever. I mean, what are we going to call women? Alpha women?
That's what they think that's a thing. They think that's a thing.
Well, I've never heard it myself, but I'm saying that to me, it's just as corny. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, when you label things as far as you want to demonize them or put them on the opposite side of you, number one, you don't want to really understand where that person or what the background of that person is to understand what they're going through. Now, me and Dallin have a thing to where I'm gonna be honest with you. We both say, yeah, I can be an asshole, but we only saying that because of the way that we're interpreted by society, not necessarily of who we are, because I feel like personally that I'm going to push and you might not expect or appreciate the push at the time, but understand that I don't mean nobody any harm. I'm just moving forward. And if you ain't got the exercise with me at the gym, then guess what? You sit your ass in the corner and just do a couple of little curls with 5-pounders. But if you're going to call me an alpha male, you have to have a description. So I just say anybody. I don't understand it. Just anybody that wants to explain it to me, go ahead and put it up and I'll converse about it, because I don't think that that's a term that you use when you're actually describing somebody. I think that's a term you use when you're being offended. and you want to label that person.
All right, so let me go ahead and share something. I'm gonna pull up a couple of streams that I pulled up on this word alpha male as it relates to possibly a definition or what some people may think an alpha male is.
Okay.
Give me a second, and we'll kind of we'll go through it. Here we go right here.
Right.
Interesting. Do you ever see guys for whom everything just seems to fall in place?
What?
Hold up. Let me read. They have the most attractive, successful partners, and they're in great shape, and their professional life is always firing on all cylinders. It might be tempting to assume they found a granted genie, but societally, we look at the guys like that as alpha males. What are alpha male traits? Most common traits of an alpha male are bravery, confidence, decisiveness, and leadership. Let's go into that right there.
Well, first of all, let's just go ahead and break it. Go ahead and just talk about the elephant in the room. When they use the terms alpha male and alpha female, when they use those, do you know that they're not necessarily referring to people, right? They're referring to animals in the animal kingdom who have no control over their nature, right?
That's where it all stems from.
It's bullshit to talk about this from a standpoint of putting human beings involved in it. There's no fucking such thing as an alpha male. If you identify as male, you're a male. If you identify as female, you're a female. I mean, nothing makes you better or worse than anybody else. Yes, we have different characteristics, but every person has their own characteristics. So I'm with TR. Some people use that to generalize an entire group of people. These guys are alpha males, and because they do this, and this is what we like, we're going to call them alpha males. And because you do shit we don't like, the rest of y'all beta, gamma, delta, zeta, kappa, all of that different, all the way down to omega male. Trust me, I've heard all of it.
Right.
It's really just bullshit. But here's the bad thing. The bad thing is the men who buy into this bullshit too. Why are you buying into this bullshit?
Because men are insecure as hell.
Yes.
And they need any confidence builder that we can obtain.
Which
we look for that, especially when it gets to prop us up in competition with other men. Go ahead and Trey Michaels. How you doing, Trey Michaels, 71?
How you doing, sweetie? Trey, I'm back, Trey.
She was saying, Donald is describing a person that doesn't exist. It's unrealistic as hell. You damn right. I agree, Trey. And that's what I was just saying. So with just piggybacking on what you just said, because we're insecure or we have issues, wouldn't that technically make you not an alpha male? Why would you push yourself to the point of being, I'm an alpha male? Here's the real deal. If you are quote unquote what this thing describes, you don't have to say it. It ain't an announcement. You have to walk in the room and go, I'm an alpha male. Hell, if you don't get your ass up out of here.
But as my brother Terrence McCrae has often said, we live in a society where we want to kind of like live life like we're stars, like we're in a movie, and we want to portray images. That's why people are so inclined to put up this front and this persona on social media. They really want to be seen as celebrity status, quote unquote.
This ain't a movie, dog. 678-586-9241. 678-586-9241. If you are an alpha male, I tell you what, call me. Let's talk about it.
So what you feel about it, brother Josh? How you feel about this?
I think it's all a bunch of bullshit. I think that it lies in society's need to put a label to everything. Everything has to fall into a box. Everything has to fit into a box. And if there's someone or a situation doesn't fit in a box, well, we're going to make the box, or we're going to take the box from something else. And this is a situation of taking the box from something else to put everybody else in that box. This is something that is used to describe literally animals in the animal kingdom, and we're supposed to be the top of the food chain. So why are we using things that we use to describe things that are supposed to be lower than us to describe us? I think we need to leave that for the animals, and we just need to stick to being human beings and realize and understand everybody's got strengths, everybody's got weaknesses. And if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be who we are and where we are today. So that's my take on it.
That's a pretty hot take, right? Ooh,
Ooh.
Animals.
See?
I mean, animals.
I mean,
A lot of things that we do as human are really truly though ascribed and compared with animals in a sense though.
Right.
The phrase is top of the food chain maybe, or top of the food chain phrases like I don't know, men are compared to dogs, women are compared to dogs as well. So we get these slight comparisons even as humans to animals, don't you think? Trey Michaels, yeah, Josh, and there has to be hierarchy. Someone got to be better than someone else. It's ridiculous. What you got to say to
exactly.
that, Josh?
I think, I agree 100%. It is ridiculous. Someone's always got to be at the top. Nah, why can't we all win together? Why can't we all be at the top? Why there got to be one person? Why only one person got to succeed? That's the crazy thing. Trey, we see that a lot today. Everybody trying to be better than everybody else. You know what I mean? Everybody, they see somebody hustling and doing good for themselves, then they want to throw that hate on them instead of that love. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of saying, "Hey, how'd you get there? How can I get there?" It's hey man, fuck that guy. He ain't nothing. I know him and da da da. And then on the flip side too, the successful person, they come from stuff, they might forget where they came from, and then they don't want to pass that knowledge or that come up on anybody else because they want to be at the top. They don't want to share that with nobody.
You get yours, right?
GR, where you at with that? Following up,
yeah, I had to agree. I had to agree with Brother Josh in its entirety. I mean, I'm kind of understanding that skew, Brother Josh, because I pull out a point. You said a very quotable deal earlier, whatever, but I pull out a point that you said that, compared to animals, human beings are the top of the chart or whatever. So aren't we all alpha males because we're running the whole entire kingdom? You know what I'm saying? If you want to put us in the realm of being animals or whatever the case may be, if that's what you want to do, that's fine or whatever. But aren't we all alpha males by definition? I think competition is slightly different because, I feel like this. Your alpha male shouldn't come in the idea, or you being a man shouldn't come in the idea of the competition. We're all men. Yeah. We all have expectations. But guess what? At the end of the day, to me, I love competition because here's the thing. I love seeing something that I can have a goal to shoot towards, but I'm not going to shit on the next man. I'm going to say, okay, you doing you, that's fine. I'm going to look at what you're doing or whatever. If I want to achieve that, sometimes I want to go above and beyond. Me and Dallin right now, I'm doing flies. He's doing flies. Quote, for the big shout out to the concert. If y'all don't understand what we're talking about the first annual Indie Circuit concert, car and show / venue / vineyards / everything. I mean, we're gonna have everybody there. I heard people from the grave gonna be coming there. I heard George Jefferson gonna be there. African Bambaataa gonna be there.
And a shameless plug goes on, ladies and gentlemen. Come on back.
African Bambaataa.
But I digress. When it comes to me in competition, to me that's not alpha because I expect a man to be a man. But when it comes to competition, hey, I'm ready for it, man.
Okay, so brother, Miss Larkin says someone is better than someone else. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Mark.
Take a shot at that. Ms. Larkin, I understand what you're saying. Someone is better than someone else, and it is what it is. But just because, let's just say we're talking about us in the studio. Dallin is better at working the boards than, say, I am. Josh is better at being Josh than I am, which is fine. I don't know.
You can't go
I don't know.
Just because they have their better parts don't make them better people. You understand? Someone is better at something. Yes, someone might be great at what they do. They may be far better than anybody else in the room. If you want to try to turn that into an alpha male conversation, you lost in the sauce. It's just that he's better at that particular thing. That's my thought process.
Right.
So, we're all good at something. Yeah. So what is that? I'm an alpha male as far as it comes to being polyamorous, right? Is that what that is? Because since y'all don't do that, technically I'm the best one poly in the room, right? I'm the alpha male, right? Right?
No,
because the Delta Poly is jackhammering. And I tell you, sir, I jackhammer when I'm at work.
No,
and I jackhammer at home.
You're just better at yelling. You fuck a lot of females.
I see this terrible. That's terrible news.
You're better at yelling.
That is not an alpha male response.
I don't know if you're better at getting women, but you're better at yelling it.
It sounds like
go ahead.
It in nature for alpha applies to the most dominant for the survival of the species. That is correct, Terrence. You are correct. That's usually what it is. But again, we all surviving, we all living, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
I don't have to dominate. I don't have to dominate Markel. I don't have to dominate Dylan to live.
There can
for
not
the
only
better
be
species.
one,
Like,
right?
yeah.
This ain't the, well, I know y'all might be too young for the Highlander, but yes, there can only be one. As far as the Highlander was concerned,
There
right?
can only be one.
There can only be one, which means that everybody else should have to die. So technically, that whole concept is bullshit. This is what
I mean, it works for the animal kingdom.
For the animal kingdom, sure.
Okay, it works for the animal kingdom.
But we actually have conscious thought, and we're able to make choices and decisions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just saying.
Yeah, I gotta say
so
too.
to
I agree 100% with what you were saying to Markel. You know what I mean? It's all about everybody. We may be better in certain ways than than others, but at the end of the day, it doesn't make us better than that person.
Correct.
So.
Yeah, you're not born better. That's the deal. You're not born better. Some things you're gonna do better than the other person or whatever, but that doesn't make you a better human being. That makes you a human being that's just capable of doing certain things that other people can't do.
Right.
You just have a different skill set.
Well, let's go back to the concept of alpha male as it pertains to, I guess, being the guy, the man, the Ric Flair, as it will. I've been posting a lot of Ric Flair memes lately and things like that. Trey Michael, once again, everybody got gifts and talents. We just don't live in a world where that honors all of those talents. Okay, so we're getting along the lines of humanity here. I think let's just draw it back into men as it pertains to what makes a alpha male alpha. What, Tyrone, would you say you have a bit of alpha in you, TR?
I believe when a person looks at me, I've heard that term a lot. I've heard it a hell of a lot. And I think that what they're trying to say is my aggressiveness, how I attack a situation. And to me, that doesn't necessarily mean alpha. That doesn't mean alpha at all. I control my environment. That's more dictatorship. I would be honest by considering myself more of a dictator because this is my world. And like I just said, and to me, certain words that people are using these days, they're making them more and more offensive. Like dictator, by definition, is not an offensive word. You just control basically most or all of your environment or whatever. I have to. So, I mean, people have thrived. Dylan knows this. And my crew of fellas know this. People have thrived off of the decisions that I've made or whatnot or whatever. So yeah, it's a little bit of control that I need for that. I can't put my hands off into somebody that's just used to blowing their whole wad. Like, there's certain people that I'm not going to entrust my livelihood in their hands, but people turn around and make those words negative, derogatory words. Like to me, whenever I hear alpha male, it's somebody who's feeling a certain kind of way about the way I've just done something or the way I present myself. Not that it's a positive thing, but it's kind of like, you're an alpha male. You trying to say that it's an aggressive thing that kind of spills over. So.
Okay, so let's go into some more of this ideal of alpha male. We already went over it said the first one was the most common traits of an alpha male are bravery, confidence, decisiveness, and leadership. I think most of the guys in this room think we kind of handled that in a sense, just basically off of being men and hopefully the leaders in our relationships or our lives. That's kind of a bit of a title we have been given, right? Whether we want it or not. I've, as a position in my jobs of being a leader, not necessarily wanting it, but taking on the responsibility of that. I don't think that labels me an alpha male or better than the next man or above any other man. I've often said that I know plenty of guys that's better than me. So I don't get the concept of alpha male. Once again, though, if you do feel that like you are an alpha male, I would love for people to call in and say, this is why I am an alpha male. Right. 678-586-9241. Josh, we was discussing this in the group we were in and run down some of the comments that we were having, brother.
Well, I'm going to run down one thread in particular. Okay, so again, the initial question was just, simply what like our today's topic is: what is an alpha male really like? What are their characteristics? And one of the answers that was given was, pull it back up here, that to me, an alpha male appears to be someone who has huge insecurity issues with himself. So he finds security controlling people or poking his chest out and yelling out loud, "I'm a man," in efforts to get people to buy into his belief that he is strong, when truth is he's probably super weak.
Whoever said that guy sounds intelligent as hell, whoever said that.
Notice those dudes who claim to be alpha males are the ones who's doing the most abusing and killing of women.
That's a very intelligent gentleman.
That is a great point.
Right.
That guy, I admire the guy that said that.
I know,
right?
The guy?
Yeah.
And then someone replied to that is definitely not an alpha male. That's a beta male.
Oh.
Pretending to be an alpha male.
But
alphas are secure in every aspect, and they attract followers naturally.
Really?
Well,
what you got, Mark L?
I mean, okay, so this person comes back to refute what the first poster said, saying that's probably a beta male pretending to be an alpha male. So alpha males have natural followers. I'm trying to understand the concept behind this argument, which
it seems like somebody was defending the stance.
It sounds dumb as shit to me.
Right.
It seems like somebody was defending the idea of the person who refuted the alpha male was like, nah, that's somebody that's weak. No, that appears like that's somebody that, in my opinion, is weak because you have to poke your chest out just to say you're a man. If you're a man, look here. If you're a man, you're a man, and you don't have to. You don't have to mention that. You don't have to beat your chest about it at all. TR, what you got?
Right. I mean, I just be absolutely. If you're a man, you're gonna be a man. I mean, that's just look. It's not rocket science in it. I don't have to announce to anybody who I am. And when I do what I do, I come up in the room. I represent as far as support for my family, as far as the things that I do on a daily basis, whatever. That should speak more than anything. I mean, even when I look at the fact of labeling myself, I look more so at the fact of what I'm doing to be that label rather than how you see me, because I don't really give a shit how you see me, because you're going to have your own interpretation of how you interpret me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's who I am. So I don't believe in the alpha male label. I really don't believe in the label that, we sit here and honestly, like what that comment had said about the judgment of, they feel like an alpha male is sticking his chest out and stuff like that. I absolutely agree, because once you start sitting here telling everybody who you are you really that person?
You're not.
Because if you're busy being that person, why would you have to tell somebody?
Exactly.
Right. Go ahead and follow with that comment right there. Once again, Miss Larkin. Shout out to Miss Larkin.
Okay, Miss Larkin said the food chain is real, people. When you're at the top, you might not realize it. Well, hey, I ain't done met her at the top myself, but because I feel like, to me, everybody look like food. Feast or famine. Feast or famine.
I'm saying we are at the top of the food chain, technically by nature of being human, as far as we're concerned.
Not necessarily. Have you wrestled a bear?
Never.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I've never tasted bear meat.
Okay.
I would never try to wrestle a bear.
And they've never tried my black hair
Right.
either. Thank God. We agree to distribet.
I would like
Hey,
to think about that
hey,
area where I saw a
says
bear.
I got my money on the bear.
Hey, but I bet if somebody put a gun in me and Mark L's hand versus the bear,
That's the thing.
somebody gonna be wearing a bearskin rug
I
now.
know somebody can talk to the bear. But the point being, I understand what you're saying.
Wait. The Air Force uses guns?
Stop it.
Oh yeah. Dude, listen to me, Josh, because you might not understand. Listen to me, Josh. You can ask these dudes, and they say, look around the room when I say this. Air Force has the best of everything, even guns.
They do. That ain't no lie. They do.
Yeah, they do.
We the Marines. We'll tell you, Marines don't get nothing but what's left over after the Army. They get it. So
The
we get the backup stuff. But
The
yeah.
Air Force is the alpha branch of the military.
Oh my
Now,
God.
the difference is they're just over there laying down in their beds. They're never using the
They're
stuff.
never using
Yeah,
it. This is
they're never
gathering
using it.
dust.
So they just have
Some-
behind screens and flew planes from
Sometimes-
the desert someplace. And,
Exactly. They're looking. It's like they're playing Battleship.
Sometimes we gotta hear those things about ourselves. Sometimes I'm not disputing it. Reality check. Okay.
It is.
At
But
6, and they just wait.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. So I agree, Ms. Larkin. If you're top of the food chain and you just don't know it, but I mean, again,
I guess by saying that comment, Ms. Larkin, I guess you're kind of saying that even within the human race, there's a top of the food chain. And again, I think that's again a bullshit comparison because
really
again,
is.
we're using something that we define animals with
correct.
to define. We're taking it from that and then defining human beings with it. And again, it's like, why does everything have to have a label? Why does everything have to have a definitive connotation tied to it? Why?
Ooh-wee.
Why can't why can't I just be Josh? Why can't you just be Mark? Why can't you just be Dylan?
Larkin, I think you need to call in. It sounds like you trying to fight today. What is this?
She got time today.
She got time
I
today.
think she got time today. Miss Larkin, alpha is being able to display it, not necessarily.
Why? Who are you?
What are your gifts to me if you can't explain it to me? That's the whole point. I'm an artist. I don't got to yell I'm an artist.
For real.
Right.
My gift is help.
Right.
Boom, I'm here.
Right. My
That's
gift
my
is
gift.
I'm here. Like you can see, and my brothers know, especially TR, and even somebody that's very close to you, possibly, Miss Larkin, knows that I am an artist, that I draw, that I paint, but I don't go around, hey, what? I am, believe me, I'm one of the best.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
you don't have to. I guess what I'm saying is, it's insecurity when you're yelling out, "See me, see me, see me."
Right.
That's what that is.
You're
Yeah,
looking
and
for, when you're looking
Right.
for attention, that basically says there's a bit of insecurity within you.
Yeah,
Am I right? What
right.
you
Yeah.
think, guys?
Yeah, I would totally have to agree with that. I definitely think that if you got to be the one, you have to make yourself the loudest person in the room. You have to be, better than everybody else around you, and you have to do this better. You have to do that better. That comes from insecurity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Something ain't right inside. So that's
So we got another comment. Shout out to everybody on the leg chats today.
Right.
Y'all going in. We love it. We appreciate
Y'all
it.
been waiting on us.
Thank you, brother T Mac. What you say? Humanity shows such behavior as overbearing and controlling, among other destructive behaviors. That's correct.
Yeah.
It is, and that's
It is.
And then, like pretty much like TR said, and pretty much like Josh and Dylan, all of us agree. Using that term alpha male is not necessarily a positive thing in the world that we live in today. It's not something that, he's an alpha male. I'm an alpha male. It's like that's not a positive thing. It's like, dude, so you think you're better than everybody in this room? Like that's how you feel about it?
Got a call coming through. Somebody's attempting to call.
All right.
But it's not catching.
Nope.
Shout out to everybody that will buy these tickets for this indie circuit concert to help us upgrade this equipment that it works better. It's a cheap ass phone.
It's okay.
I say
call back.
Yeah, call back 678-586-9241.
678-586-9241. But go ahead and continue with that thread, Josh. And once again, the person who's attempting to call, please call back. We had the lines tied up. Hey, I only got two hands.
Alpha male will have a better phone.
And at least three more hands.
I wanted to add something to that too. What Terrence was saying. That behavior of an alpha male can be destructive. So the same people that are out here trying to utilize these terms of alpha and beta males are the same ones saying that, hey, toxic masculinity is a thing.
Ooh,
well, when
they're complaining
being an
about
alpha
that.
male
Saying,
be considered being toxic because he's trying to dominate? Well, you can't.
Right.
You better get one of those two out your mouth.
You want an alpha male?
Hey,
You better get one of those. You can't be using both those terms together now because you better get one out your mouth because they don't work together.
When we did the show on toxic masculinity, all the ideas and concepts embedded in toxic masculinity identified with alpha male.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So go ahead and follow up, Josh.
So let's see. one of the responses we had on here that the characteristic of the alpha male comes across as manipulative yet highly intelligent scammer. My definition has always been a male that sees what should be done and makes all the necessary steps to do it. No excuses.
That's great.
And someone else said definitely explains pissing contest. Here's one too. An alpha male takes control, and not all alpha males are successful in relationships. Nothing wrong with being one, but know when it is time to dial it down for your mate.
What? So what? You only alpha male like what 6 hours out the day, and then other?
Okay, hold on 1 second.
What?
All right, so I'm going in, commenting on this one. Once again, Miss Larkin, she has time today. You got Chiefs and you got Indians. I totally agree that you got Chiefs and you got Indians. I am a director over 16 staffed employees. I don't think I'm better than them. I don't go into my job yelling, "I'm the boss, bitches." Every now and then I gotta say, hey, only to get them understand that I have to take on the blunt of the punishment to make the rules, not that I'm better than you.
Right.
I say I'm the boss because I'm the person that has been put in position to lead the way.
Just standing the gap.
Right.
Doesn't mean I'm better or that I'm smarter, and I need no reason to brag on that. Am I right?
This is correct.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think I can identify as far as what Miss Larkin is trying to say. There's hierarchy in our whole entire community. If not, it wouldn't be a community. Let's just be honest.
Right.
But in that to be said, Miss Larkin, I feel like you're saying even in the simplest forms of labeling people better human beings, what we're saying is there's nobody born better. There's just positions that we all play. Once we get out here, there's going to always be homeless people, I think. We're not going to be able to eradicate homelessness because some people just honestly don't like the construct of being responsible for shelter, for, you know, to have something, that's a construct, that's a physical building.
Adulting is fucking hard, TR. He's off it.
Trust me.
Hey, brother Josh, hey, look, listen to me. Brother Josh got hip hop quotables on this show, man. He's killing it. He got hip hop quotables on this show. Adulting.
He's getting prepared for the indie circuit.
Adulting is fucking hard. It is. But you're going to have hierarchy and all that. Josh, there's going to be some people that's not on your level. There's going to be some people as far, but that's just, we're trying to say, Ms. Larkin, that's what they're doing. To me, I'm saying that's what they're doing. You have a president. We're not just going to label a president and he's not being a president.
The last guy, right?
So, that's what I'm saying. Your actions, look, you should never have to replace words with actions or actions with words. They are separate. So handle your business and it be what it is. And I would suggest to anybody out there, never go so far as to be preemptive in labeling yourself. Never feel like you have to run at somebody and tell them exactly what your title or you want your title to be. Be that first, and they'll see it.
Shout out to Phoenix. You guys were missed.
We missed you too.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Thank you, Phoenix.
I'm gonna send you an autographed copy of my last $2. I know you've been waiting on hearing that. Hear me something that we don't get in. I got you.
I saw him eating that in studio earlier, so ate them last $2.
Hey, I wasn't gonna lose it. I was sure gonna eat it though. I was gonna eat it for $2 at least.
All right. We about to get deep right here.
Here we go.
We got a call.
They weren't gonna stop.
Yeah. Yale Radiocast, the Mail Review. Thank you for calling in. Who do we have on the line?
I like to stay on topic, so I won't stray away, and I feel like people have a hard time doing that. So with the alpha thing, I feel like it gets a bad press because, like he said, all the way down to the homeless person, you're going to talk shit about both. You're going to talk shit about the homeless person, and you're going to talk shit about the alpha person. So for people, confidence is not enough, and insecurities isn't enough. Because if you get too confident, it turns into an insecurity. But if I'm not confident enough, I'm still insecure. So either way, you're going to be judged. So you decide
You are
if
gonna
you
be
want to be the
judged.
homeless guy and be humble, or you're going to be the alpha and you can feed your family.
Mm.
And that's just my take on it.
I got you.
Thank you.
Thank you for clarifying that, Miss Larkin. Go ahead, Mark. You got
My
something?
thought process is this. Hell, I mean, do I need a label to take care of my family? Do I need to be labeled somebody?
Well, labels are made by other people.
That's correct. They are placed upon
Yes.
us. That is correct. You
Labels
are
are not made, but if I fit the category, you're not going to make me feel bad for being in it. That's like you label me as black. I wasn't born black, but that's my label, and I'm a rock it.
Okay.
If I'm labeled alpha, okay. If that's what you label me, that's not going to change the content of my character because of your label.
Okay, let's go there then, Miss Larkin. I got a question for you, ma'am.
One more time.
I got a question for you. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
Okay.
Is your husband an alpha?
My husband is my husband is not. He's not an alpha male because he has the wrong. He don't have insecurity. He don't have the insecurity of having a wife that can do almost what he can. So he don't have the insecurity of a man who can't deal or fathom the thought of his wife being just as intelligent, articulate, earning. He don't have those insecurities that do come with alphaness because you naturally you the breadwinner. You get the money. So alpha, it do come with it. It's not perfect, but I wouldn't say he's an alpha because he's in a partnership, meaning we do teamwork. We expect the same from each other without male and female. That's another label. Male and female is another label, and what you're supposed to do with your label. That's a whole nother conversation.
I don't know how to take that. Go ahead, TR. We're going to cut back to that.
TR, what you got?
No, because she ain't going to be able to hear TR.
Y'all ain't going to get me in the shit.
That's
Josh, what you got for that,
hey,
Josh? TR say he's
I mean, I guess I got to say I'm a little confused because, I mean, in one breath, it sounds like being an alpha male is a good thing. And then the next breath, being an alpha male is a bad thing. So I guess I'm just kind of confused.
Nothing's flawless. Nothing's perfect. Just like everything human, ain't nothing's flawless. Nothing's flawless. Everything is going to come with its pros and cons.
True. Okay, well, Miss Larkin, we appreciate
you.
True. Okay.
I'm still listening in. I'll be responding. Be blessed.
All right, thank you.
We love you. We love you. You always comment in. We love you.
Thank you.
Shout out to Miss Larkin. She said she was gonna get that off her chest. Y'all was gonna get what y'all talking about.
The call in, she
said,
I ain't scared.
Darling Yale.
I'm feeling real upsilonish right now.
Hey,
she called back and said, "Is y'all talking shit about me?"
Thank you for calling in to the Male Review on Yale Radiocast. Caller, who do we have on the line?
Yo, this is Terrence, man. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, Terrence, how you doing, brother? He sounds so calm and collected. Yo, this is Terrence. What's happening, Terrence?
I'm at work, man, and I'm trying to. Hopefully, I don't lose the signal, but definitely a great topic, man. You guys got going on, so. You know, I'm just going to try to chime in on that a little bit. I'm definitely feeling a lot what Tyrone is saying. But, man, I think with the polarization of what's going on through a lot of groups who actually are attempting to emasculate, no offense, Josh, but especially the black community, we have these terms that's being used to box us. But when we really are talking about what the young lady was saying, I'm just kind of like, you know, this alpha male stuff is just a bunch of crap. Or, you know, there are things that as men that we should do and or should be held accountable for. But what we're really talking about is just a decent person, man.
That's it.
You know, that has nothing to do with being alpha or beta. You know, in my personal relationship, he would be the alpha female. You know, so a lot of this stuff is just, Jedi mind tricks and being pushed by certain groups. And we see the psychology world is defining and pushing more of these narratives that, man, I think it's really destructive, man. It's not helping anything. I'm definitely not an alpha male.
Okay.
I'm not.
Right.
And don't care to be.
Right.
Because as Josh said with nature, to be an alpha wolf, you know how much ass kicking he got to do?
All of it. I kick all the ass. Trust me, all of it.
All right.
All day.
Right.
He got to fight off everything. Still got to have sex with all the female wolves. So, in an aspect like that,
tired.
Oh, hold up. Let's
Exhausting.
talk about that. So the alpha male in the animal world community, whatever you would call it, they have sex with all the women, huh?
It's poly. Yeah.
Oh my God! I didn't know it was coming around.
So
Whoa.
imagine, Mark,
So would women
doing
be
what you're doing
cool?
and then having to fight all of us on top of it.
do all the work.
Right.
Why
Right
are
on.
females that do all the work? It's the male lion is specifically there to protect the pride.
Right.
And not only that, there's not just one alpha male. It could be 2 or 3 of them.
Right.
So they all work together for the soul's sake of the survival.
I don't remember
of the
seeing
whole
that part.
pride. So, that,
I don't remember that part being a
concept
thing.
doesn't necessarily apply to human beings.
From what I remember,
Yeah, no, that's a really good. That's
from
a really
what I
good
remember in
point.
the Pride, the lion is the king, and he ain't got a
Yeah.
king, buddy.
No, well, I mean,
It ain't
either way, that's a great point that Terrence makes because in the animal kingdom, like particularly with lions, for instance, like the leader of the pack, the male lion that is the leader, he don't work. He doesn't prepare.
boss.
He doesn't get the dens ready. He doesn't find that stuff. No, he protects the pack. The
That's
women and the other, they go out, they do the hunting,
all
they
the
do
work.
the gathering,
Uh-oh.
they do all the work.
So now it's all the drilling
so
or power driving.
if we're gonna apply that now, if we're gonna take that and we're gonna apply it, we gotta apply everything.
I know,
okay,
right?
we gotta apply everything. We ain't just picking and choosing over here. Okay, this is not buffet. You gotta take it all.
Yeah, that's
This is
it.
my final tidbit on that.
All right, T.
When we examine where this is really coming from, not bashing women because that's not really my thing, but it's also, well, he's not an alpha male if he doesn't fit how I see this man supposed to be. Well, I'm kind of like, screw that. He may also be struggling with it. He realizes he doesn't fit this ideal concept. So, if certain individuals have certain skill sets, I don't think it really has anything to do with being alpha or beta. I just got to do what I got to do to take care of my house. You're running into a whole lot of behaviors that is not good. We're really talking about a complete narcissist.
Toxic as
Is
fuck.
that really
It
what
appears
you
to be
want?
a bit toxic.
Toxic as fuck.
Is that really what you want? Because if that's really what you want, then the pendulum has to swing back. How submissive are you going to be?
Hello.
Oh, now see that I am the world. Hopefully, if there's some ladies listening, I'm not being disrespectful, but my theory is when you get my pussy's better than hers. Even women among women. If we're going to talk about this alpha stuff, it's not just men. So a lot of that shit is just nonsense to me, man. And as men, we just carry on as men as we think diligently just to try to be decent men. All that other psychological crap like that,
Bullshit. Right on, brother.
I don't give 2 cents about it. Not me personally.
T-Mac, thank you, man. Thank
Appreciate
for
you
your call
calling in,
today,
man.
brother.
Be safe out there rolling those wheels,
miss
man.
y'all, man.
Miss you
y'all,
too,
man.
brother. Miss you too.
I'm always out here trying to add more flour to the bread.
Right
Hey,
on, man.
I'm getting that
Hey,
alpha male. I
That's
gotta
kind of
go to work.
alpha-ish now.
Easy.
Easy.
Slow down.
All right. Once again, everybody, please continue to call in and give us your opinions on this topic. 678-586-9241. Thank you. We're missing calls because we're getting so many calls between the online call and commenting on the chats that we're kind of trying to keep up. This is a hot topic. We appreciate everybody for being a part of the Mail Review today.
Absolutely.
The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We are back after a brief layoff, but we're always here for you. You can always catch us everywhere. We're going to go on a little break, fellas. So y'all want to end it off with something before we go on break?
Hey, listen. All I'm gonna say right now is, listen, don't buy into this bullshit about this alpha male, alpha female business. That's my thought process. If y'all got an argument for it or you got something against it, please call in 678-586-9241. Let me know if it's a problem then. All right then, holler then.
Saturday, September 25th, Yale Entertainment, Spice One Entertainment, and RTV presents the end of the summer indie circuit concert and car show. The hottest cars and the hottest artists all on one stage with DJ Jam and J from Streets 94.5 on the ones and twos. Vendors, artists, and car clubs register online at YaleRadiocast.com. Early registration starts today. This concert is in support of veteran assistance and breast cancer awareness. Outside is officially open. You already know what it is. Get the business. This is Dylan Yale, the program director of Yale Entertainment and Yale Radiocast. If you feel like you're the person to talk about politics, sports, entertainment, and more, Yale Radiocast is giving opportunities to those who are interested in a career in podcasting. We are now being heard by over 20 streaming platforms, including iHeartRadio, Pandora Music, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and more. Let Yale Radiocast be the brand that delivers your voice to the world. Contact us at YaleRadiocast.com or email us at YALEENT1@gmail.com. The Yale brand is the gold standard, and this is Yale Radiocast. Get the business.
Hey, it's your girl Kay Chantel, your favorite one from Women in the Mic. I have a question. Do you own your own business and need advertising? Do you provide a service and want to increase your clientele? Well, bring your advertising needs to YaleRadiocast.com. We are on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, and iHeartRadio. We offer graphic design, web design, and video services. So, not only can you grow your business with Yale Radiocast, you can also listen to the hottest independent artists. Go to YaleRadiocast.com and get with the gold standard.
That's why the Soldier 23 project came into being. So I didn't have to reinvent the wheel. I just put the program under the nonprofit, and he's very supportive. So we sort of support each other's visions. So now we're out here helping veterans get their benefits, because I wanted to know what was driving the depression, the anxiety. And normally when you're not able to provide security and finances for yourself, that's a huge pillar. So that's one of the things that we do. We give them the guidance and resources on how to get their benefits.
Yale Radiocast, the gold standard of online radio. We already bring you all hits all day, but this one right here is for my hip-hop heads. Tune in to Lyrical Exercise Radio. All bars, all day. You already know how we bring it from the East Coast to the West Coast to down South and even international. Hip-hop ain't dead. It's right here on Yale Radiocast.
I'm Billy D. Williams. I am the president and chairman of Accountable Youth. I want to see them come in with a want to change, an open mind to knowing that a violent reaction is not the right reaction. As they go through the program, they're starting to see that now they're accountable. Now they're leaders. Now they're responsible, you know, and that's why the last piece is promotion of fatherhood, because when they turn 17 and they graduate, now they have all of these character traits that they can carry on with them. But more importantly, when they become fathers, they can instill that in their kids.
Welcome back to the Male Review. We are sitting here. We got a full leg today.
It's an alpha leg.
It's an alpha leg. It's a whole alpha leg.
The Alpha Academy.
Alpha Academy. But we're here today. We talking about alpha males and what it is to be an alpha male. Is it really a thing? Is it bullshit? And I think the consensus so far that we've had is it's kind of bullshit. People got to be able to describe themselves one way or the other. Especially if you got insecurities, you got to be able to, describe yourself as being something better than something else. Right. But so we're gonna kick it back to Dylan. He's got some comments he's gonna read through for us.
Shout out to y'all on the
shout out to the comments and the streams and the call-ins. Keep them coming. We love it.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead. TR, you want to go ahead and read that first one? Walker Styles.
Walker Styles writes, "Alpha male will brag that he has better phone, but won't show it because he's probably carrying a flip phone from the 80s. LOL. One thing you ain't gonna do, you ain't gonna try to embarrass me on this damn forum. You hear me? There ain't nothing wrong with a flip phone."
Chiming back, another thing that she said, mentioning earlier to what TR was saying, that's right, Tyrone. Some don't want the responsibility of having shelter. Mm-hmm. I think there was something that you was mentioning back then about shelter. I don't, before we went on break, TR, do you kind of recall back to what was said then?
Right. When she was, she's making the comment on what I said earlier about there's just some people out here that have a different idea or different, thought pattern as far as what people are, as far as labels or males or alpha males. I mean, there's some people out here as far as the levels of things. There's a lot of people out here that aren't going to do what you're going to do. So why would you categorize everybody with a blanket and say these are alpha males and these aren't alpha males? There's some people out here that's not going to have your definition of what an alpha male is. So, and that's what I was referring back to. Right. Why have such a degree? My thing is, I come from the school of if you're going to talk about it, be about it. So, I mean, yeah, you can label me all you want. That shouldn't make me as a person. And if it doesn't make me as a person, what am I doing as far as how I want to be seen? Because we all live in a community. Let's be real. We talk, and I'm bouncing off the statement that Josh made. We a lot of times talk about labels and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. We label, so why shouldn't we be labeled? But that shouldn't define you. And if it does a little bit, that's still okay because it shouldn't define you. There's nobody definition of you from the outside looking in that should define you as a total whole. Mm-mm. So there's not one person out here that could call me an alpha male and understand me in my entirety and be able to label me as an alpha male. Because there's going to be some things that you don't even know about that might knock me out of the alpha male realm. Right. Who knows?
Right. In their specific definition of what an alpha male is, you are correct.
Right.
I think some people really, and how do you know you're an alpha male until you run into a true alpha male?
A lot of them don't want that smoke, baby. A lot of them don't want that smoke.
Hey, until you actually run into a true alpha male, you've been poking your chest out saying on the man, on the man, on the man. And we actually see this in the streets a lot.
All the time.
The one guy who might have been the man in his small circle.
Right.
Or the man when it came to what he thought was a badge of honor by getting XYZ amount of women, or probably dressing in a certain manner that was a bit braggadocious. Then you come across a guy who really hold it down. You're like, damn. And now that shows a little bit of your insecurities because now you're trying there's a lot.
Right.
What's so special about that nigga?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
What makes him so
What makes him so best? Yeah.
So, brothers, answer me a question though, because I've been thinking about this along the break. Miss Larkin, it seemed like she defined alpha male, but And I'm not saying anything to you, Miss Larkin. Please correct me. It seemed like you kind of knocked your husband down a little bit so you could contend with him, kind of, sort of. Because, I mean, you're saying to me that, okay, he's not an alpha male because me and him are one-on-one and we are the same or whatever, but there is a such thing as an alpha male from what I was hearing from you. So, I mean, please call back in, or, text and correct me, because it feels like you're saying that an alpha male is an alpha male, but I got to bring my husband to the level to where I equal him, and I'm not going to call him an alpha male.
Oh, she called.
That was fast.
We'll get him in. We'll get him in every time when we do that. Every time. Don't answer the phone. Don't answer the damn phone.
Already answered the male review. Who's on the line?
Hello?
Hello? Who do we have on the line? Thank you for calling in to the male review.
Yeah, this is Mrs. Larkin. Somebody had a question.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
so
please
TR
do.
was kind of
Somebody
asking
sent
for a
for her,
little
so
bit of a
she's here.
clarity in comparing your husband to not, being an alpha male. It almost seems like you was saying that he doesn't have the qualities of the alpha male, in comparison to where y'all are a little more balanced, or
No. I was saying that it seemed like she brought him down, even though she believed in an alpha male.
Yeah.
I don't aspire to be with alpha. Alpha runs everything. So with an alpha, it's a balance to that too.
Okay.
So it's not that. Yeah, I don't. He's not an alpha. He don't care to be that. Now, do that mean he could not be one? If he had to be, I'm sure he could. I'm sure he's been that before me. My husband has lived a long life before me. It's a big age difference. So, do he have the mind and the will to be that? I'm sure he could, but he does not have to be.
Right.
It's about what you feed. I can wake up and be mean as fuck, or I can be nice as hell. That's up to me. So we have the attribute. Humans grow and change daily, so we have the attribute to adapt, just like animals. We have a lot of animal instincts. Meaning, my kids ain't hungry today, but if they hungry tomorrow, it might change for me in how I move in my things.
Okay.
All right.
So you have animalistic instincts, but no, my husband, I knocked him out of the box of being an alpha male because he don't inspire to be me.
Okay.
If he decided to wake up tomorrow and slap me, he got that choice too. But that's not what he chooses to do or be.
Okay.
Right. I got another question. For Miss Larkin, if y'all can translate, or if she can hear me.
All right, one more
question.
Ask her, why is it that she sounds like she's trying to tell me off on my phone? Ask her that. Because if she loves me,
T.R. basically is saying, why you trying to tell him off on this form? I say, I'm going to give your answer for you, Miss Larkin. Hey, don't send for me. Don't go for you with it.
Miss Larkin aggressive that. She aggressive that shit.
Hey, Larkin, appreciate it, Mama. Thank you for tuning in, being one of our most supportive listeners of the Male Review on Yale Radiocast. There's some business on the back end that will be with Miss Larkin coming up soon. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for calling back in.
What was the question?
He was just saying, the question was, why it seems like you coming for him on his farm?
No, tell her it was a lot of scratchiness in her tone.
I'm the head alpha. We're talking about alpha males. We're not talking about husbands. We're not talking about. So I'm a person who can pick up an alpha man. I'm the head honcho. It's gonna have no face on. Meaning, even if down into baby, can we have chicken wings for dinner? An alpha man? No, I don't want that. You're gonna eat what I want to eat. That's alpha.
Sounds like
an asshole to me. That don't sound like an alpha. That sounds like an asshole.
But alpha is not the word.
That's an asshole.
This is some letters.
All right, thank you, Miss Larkin. Yeah. Have fun with that food you chose today. Holla at you, Baba.
Yeah. Yeah.
And remember the duck, because if he wake up tomorrow,
Right.
You said I was salt to the world, huh?
You got to buy the weed. You got to buy the weed, Miss Lockett. You got to buy the weed.
Hey, darling, is she off the phone yet? Listen, Miss Logan, don't you ever come with that scratching in your throat for me. You know what I mean?
Out in the house. Now that she off the phone.
Is she on the phone yet? She on the phone? Oh, good. She better call herself Lucky from now on.
Phoenix AO. Trey Michael. I like to remember that the ways we have created how folks get shelter, it just ain't gonna resonate with every single person. Going back to the shelter reference, you got focused on that shelter thing.
Yeah, they focus on that. They love me today.
And the reason that, and I think the reason that is because, of course, we got basic human needs: clothes, food, and shelter.
Right.
Those are basic human needs.
Yeah, but I like what Trey was saying, that we've kind of put this construct together of how we go about getting that shelter.
Yeah,
there's different types of shelter, and even our shelters get compared. My house is bigger than yours, so I'm more successful. And
it's always a competition.
Right.
So one more comment from Trey Michael. Yep, we want to cherry pick the parts that we like. Exactly. That's in reference to the parts of alpha males that we like. Yeah, we like when they say, "Hey, baby, I'm going to take care of all these bills. You ain't got to do shit. You ain't got to work." Right. And then there's that part that, "Baby, I want this." Shut the hell up. But I won't. No, I'm running a household and our bills. I feel like this is what we need to focus on financially. Go sit your ass down over there somewhere. Oh no, now you're being misogynistic, nigga.
Right.
It's toxic.
It's toxic as fuck. Yes, sir.
How is it that you can tell a woman to shut the hell up and go shopping? Here go $1,000, baby. Shut the hell up and go shopping. You ain't gonna get no smoke from that. You're not gonna get no smoke from that. I'm being serious, man. I can tell you to shut the hell up and take this $1,000 and go your ass shopping. You ain't saying a word. Now.
That's right.
All right, so Trey Michael, once again, I just want a whole, healthy adult.
What does that mean?
That's we'll leave that to people. Your own imagination. Okay, so the next comment, Trey Michael again. What we got with that next comment?
He telling the truth. We cherry pick the gender role shit too. We want to keep the parts we like and toss what we don't. I have told women you cannot have it both ways.
Hey, shout out to Trey Michael.
Oh boy.
Call of the year. Can we have a Call of the Year award? A Coming of the Year award?
That is the Coming of the Year.
Coming of the Year award.
But I mean, it works on both sides. It works equally the same.
True
thing. Because we can't expect. Okay, so just like she said with the gender role. So on the one side, you can't have me be the head of the household and then turn around and challenge me on being head of the household.
Right. Because the calls that I make are the calls that I make.
Because you call me the head of the household, right?
Right.
Same thing with women, though. We can't turn around and
I just want to be a part of the decision making. Is what they say.
The head of the household, But same thing with the ladies, though. Same thing. We can't expect them to be. Look. I met you. You was fine. You had long hair and everything was fine. Why I come home from work every day and you dressed up in this moo and this bonnet? I mean, look. Listen, understand something. I'm still running a household here. I'm trying to keep everything looking nice. The house is clean. The food is ready. What, you expect me to be a supermodel too? Or you expect me to work 8 hours a day, come home and make sure dinner in the house is clean? You can't have it both ways, bro. You either got to come to a compromise.
Right.
Or, shut the fuck up.
Oh, shut the fuck
up. Let's pick and choose, you know what I'm saying, these certain times when I want you to be extra fine to me or whatever. Right?
I got you now. Now I don't have to look and next Trey Michael. As a woman, I say throw all of the shit out. LOL, let people live.
Correct.
Good comment.
Can I live?
Can I live?
Can I live?
Well, we are doing a lot of things.
There's a lot of references in here today. But I mean, that's what it comes down to, man. At the end of the day, I think, listen, throw the roles out the window. Take care of each other. Take care of your family. Take care of your household. Take care of your shelter, whatever that may be. Just be what you need to be the best you can be. You are your only competition. You, when you look in the mirror, that's who you're competing against. That's who you're worried about, is who is alpha and who is not, if you want to use that stupid terminology to try to refer to a human being, but that's your only competition. Am I the better me than I was yesterday?
Right.
This guy in the mirror, is he going to be better tomorrow? What can I do today to make sure he's better tomorrow?
This is a hot one. What is interesting about this is the value we are putting on these roles. If you ain't this, you ain't a real fill in the blank.
Yeah, you ain't a real that, right.
Yeah.
Or a woman.
Like it actually, but too also like we act like it actually means something. It really don't mean shit. You can sit there and say I'm better than you, and I can sit there and say that you're better than this person. At the end of the day, it really don't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
That was Marcus Stylus telling Tyrone don't answer the phone, run. Basically telling Trey. Boy, Trey is going in. She talks a lot.
Boy, Trey got time today. She got time.
She got time every day. She talks like this when she don't.
She got time today.
Are both of these roles equally important to the survival of the pride?
Truth.
Yes.
There you go. There you go.
We all got to
expound on that to y'all.
I believe what we're doing, we're labeling, and then on the backside of that, we're relaxing. So that label is not going to take care of it just because you label it. You know what I'm saying? There comes an effort or whatever, and she's absolutely right. These roles do have to be fulfilled. Guess what? If you fill out an application, they expect for you to come in if they hire you and do that job. You can't say just because you hired me as a fry cook that I ain't really got to cook fries. No, that's your role. And understand that. So what you're doing makes you more of that label or whatever. And we're getting behind the idea of how offensive or non-offensive that label is. But I'm saying, are they doing the work? Because sometimes people will shut you up with the work that they do rather than you running your mouth talking about the person that they're not.
Right.
That's the old school value of put your money where your mouth is, ain't it?
Absolutely. That's that Chicago term. Put your money where your mouth is.
Put your money where your mouth is. Look, if that's what you say you are, then damn it, do it. Show us. That's all it is.
The next trade comment. Go ahead, Mark.
We put value on certain roles and devalue others, but shit, all the roles are important. Absolutely correct. This is exactly kind of what TR was just saying, and that's what I piggybacked on. You're right. All of these roles matter, even in the household. We got children, we got mom, we got dad. It depends on your household, but just look at that as a nuclear example of a nuclear family. Dad does what dad does. He takes care of the things that we refer to as the dad role. Mom does what mom does. She does what's referred to as the mom role, and the kids do what the kids do. Now, I'm not trying to put a label or a thing on that because I'm going to tell you right now, I cut grass every weekend in the summertime in Chicago. My mother could cut grass. That is traditionally what they would call a male role. But my mama knew that if he can't get out here to cut this damn grass and I want this grass cut,
right,
I can either pressure him or goddamn cut the grass and let that be the pressure. Okay? So that's how it works. Waka Stylus, the Urban Dictionary,
this
term
one's interesting.
alpha male can be defined in both the classical and modern sense. The classical definition derives from the animal kingdom and represents a physical form of dominance over other males. The alpha male line, for example, claims sexual rights to all females, fights off all other male lines to enforce it, eats first after every hunt, and dominates a vast territory of land for hunting rights.
That was deep.
That's animal kingdom.
I mean, honestly, that's the best, the most reputable
definition
situation on the internet right now. The Urban Dictionary defines.
And the definition is urban.
Yeah. So dominate over men.
Right. That's it.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Once again, I said that earlier.
So wait, Markel ate lunch first. So does that mean that he?
How do you know?
That just means
how do you know an alpha?
I got a chicken sandwich.
That's the thing. You think you're an alpha male until you run into an alpha male.
Right. Look, I was talking about this morning. I say, look, everybody has a great plan, and everything is working out perfectly in their mind when they set up.
Try to call back, please. We just missed a call in. Try to call back.
Here's the problem. Everybody, you can have a great plan until somebody punch you in your face. All of a sudden, your plan just went out the window.
Yeah. Mike Tyson said that.
Mike Tyson said that.
That's a Mike Tyson, boy.
Look, you got a great fight plan until you get hit in the face.
Thank you for calling in to the Mail Review. Who do we have on the line?
This is Trey Michael.
Hey, Trey Michael.
Hey.
Hey, Trey. Hey, Trey.
Hey.
We need a whole
Look,
hashtag.
I don't talk a lot on all the topics, just the ones that are interesting to me, Dylan.
But they all
This one, she. Hold up. Let's just take a pause, and we'll get back. We'll circle back around to I don't talk a lot. We're gonna circle back around.
I didn't say I didn't. So anyway, I want to explain my comments.
T.I. is over here trying
Because
to
when
do
you be reading
seppuku.
my comments, Dylan, sometimes I be commenting on just what y'all are saying in a moment.
We get it.
Substantive comments are the ones that really matter.
We get it.
You know what I'm saying?
We get it.
Yeah, but at any rate, my point was people like to put this high value on the roles in life, and I think this is just another it's just another manifestation of this putting a higher value on the roles that look like people, the ones that reflect somebody being in charge,
right,
or being, a leader. But what we forget about that is the followers matter. Like if you got an organization, for example, and your whole organization is filled with people that are leaders and visionaries, who's gonna carry out the vision?
Right, definitely.
So right. So if you look at this idea of alpha men are leaders, I mean, I don't believe in the concept that this whole concept even applies to humans at all. I mean, I think it's completely bastardized when you try to put it in, map it onto humans. But let's go with it. If we say everybody wants to be an alpha male. Well, if alpha males are doing those things that folks are saying that they're doing, who's doing the other shit that matters? Like, I mean, a society can't run with only people who are leading. A society needs we need all the roles. So we do this everywhere. We put value on, certain types of professions over others. We show that value by how we pay them. That's one way. And then by the prestige that we attach to them in society. So a garbage man, and they actually make pretty decent money, but they are looked at as a lowly kind of position because what they have to do. But let the garbage man go on strike, and then we'll see how we do with that. So I just think that it's something with humans that we need to, in our egos, that we need to attach value to shit that really, it doesn't have any more value than anything else. It's not more important than anything else when in the bigger scheme of things. And it's kind of stupid when you think about it because we all need all these different roles in order for our society to work. It can't just be all one, it can't just be all, if everybody is a fucking at a household, who's going to take care of the damn household? Like, who's going to do the stuff, who's going to take care of the children? Like, that's important, right?
Right.
So that's really what I'm getting at is that we tend to put value on this alpha male character, but honestly, all the other beta, whatever the other shit is, that shit is important too because we can't have only alpha males. We got to have everybody. We got to have a society with diversity or we won't make it.
Agreed, Trey.
Agreed, Trey. Agreed. That's a record right there. That's a record
2 minutes
for.
and 3 seconds.
That's a record for the shortest time that Trey has spoken concurrent without talking. That's
wow. Get off my girl.
It was 1 minute and 40 seconds. Well, we started the clock late, so it was under 4 minutes.
Under 4 minutes.
Shout out to Trey. Go ahead and follow up with.
So we know. Matter of fact,
get off my girl.
No, Trey. This is.
I love her.
I'm trying to add interest to y'all.
No, you are adding. No. Honestly,
we love you. We love you.
You are adding outstanding.
Matter of fact, I'm thinking we're gonna give her the cast award for the leg.
I think the cast. Yeah.
The cast on the leg. You see what I'm saying?
She's the brace. She holds us. She holds us together.
The leg brace.
Yeah,
the leg brace.
The brace award. The brace.
I would agree.
The brace award.
Thank you.
The brace award.
No. What you saying, Trey, always adds value to the conversation because once again, this is in studio a conversation between men, but it takes outer perspectives to understand the diversity and the differences in what people think. Correct. So I always appreciate your input, even when we don't disagree, because once again, it just shows the differences in opinion in this world, just to show that people across the world don't think the same ways.
Correct.
It's always a
Right.
different way to look at all of these concepts and everything that we talk about. So everything you say is with a purpose, Trey. I appreciate it.
Well,
Oh,
thanks,
yeah.
and I enjoy listening to y'all. Y'all be having me cracking up over here.
Thank you for cracking up, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for
Thank
yes.
you for letting me share my comments.
Thank you, Trey.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Once again, Dr. Trey Michael.
Dr. Trey.
All right, we got to finish up these leg chats and finish off this topic before we go into a couple other things before we wrap up. We're going to end it off with this. Walker Stylus. Okay, fellas. Compare this to the alpha male. An alpha female is a dominant female in a group. She dates as many males as she wants, is strong and confident, and a hard worker as well as often busy. She is usually sarcastic because she is powerful and playful. Alpha females are intelligent, intellectual problem solvers, and through being an alpha female, it's more of a state of mind than a physicality. An alpha understands that dressing up or sexy increases her power in society, so she does it. Tyrone, TR.
I mean, I feel the statement. I really do. I understand what she's coming from and where she's coming from.
It's just a woman to me.
She's separating though. She's separating the idea of an alpha in a relationship versus an alpha in the world.
Oh.
And to me, I agree with that. There is a difference. There's a difference because I think when you get your feelings hurt, you're more so looking at it as far as an alpha in a relationship, and you have to be submissive. And I think that's where Miss Larkin was coming from, whatever, with the idea. Now, I was told that I was wrong about it. No, I'm not. So, she can call back a damn fifth time for all I care. No, I'm just playing with you, sweetie. But I feel like, what our last statement accounted for was the idea of switching roles and seeing how we felt about them. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I didn't feel any different. Would I date that woman? That's subject to, how she makes me feel. But would I respect the idea that she's out here handling her shit as an alpha, quote unquote woman? Absolutely. Those characteristics to me is a winner. In most cases, you're not going to be everybody's favorite person. And there's going to be some damn haters out there hating on you. But if you're the best you, like Mark L said, if you're worried about you, they will label you. And guess what? You're either going to accept that label, move on, not accept that label. But bottom line is the similarities is moving on. So you be the best you that you could be. I mean, screw with the labels or whatever. But that type person that she labeled, I commend and respect that person. They're doing them.
Okay. Josh, what do you feel about that?
I just think it's all bullshit, to be honest with you. I don't know, man. Now we're taking, you see, like how I said before, we're taking something from the animal kingdom and trying to apply it to humans. So now we're going to stretch that even farther and say that we're going to apply it to women. And I don't even think in the animal kingdom that they even apply that kind of
do the women date every man that they want to
animals,
really just because they're an alpha? In human realms, we call that either poly or a hoe.
Yeah, right.
Or the bottom bitch. The bottom bitch is always one.
Yeah, so now it's alpha, but we're saying get rid of these concepts when we relate it to everything else. Just like the idea of a whore. Mm-hmm. She's a single woman. She should be able to date whoever she wants to. I understand that. I agree with that. She's single. She's not bonded or tied to anybody. Why should she get a title for something that relates to somebody who may be in a relationship? I kind of agree with that theory. So now we're putting that, and we're not calling them a general human being. We're calling them an alpha, when generally this is mostly what all of us do.
This is what we all do, right? That's why I say this. That's why I started out with that some bullshit.
Aha.
So this whole show some bullshit.
So no,
Yeah.
I mean,
This was a bullshit show.
Those terms are bullshit terms. Those are bullshit terms. That's really what
Yeah.
All right. So look here, man. We're not going to even go into the other side because we started late. I wanted to go into the concept of the beta male and all
we ain't
that.
gotta go into it because we
not
pretty
even
much
to it.
Hey, a myth busted.
Myth busted. You're a human being doing whatever the hell you want to do. If your chest is poked out, poke it out. But the thing is, if you're gonna poke your chest out, you better be able to stand up to all that shit you're doing.
Facts.
Don't be
Facts.
poking your chest out in a man and then Steve come through and knock your ass out.
Quick.
Is all I'm
Right.
saying.
Right.
Is all I'm saying. Look here. That's why I don't talk no shit.
It ain't no. It's not working.
Well, I do talk shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
I digress. I talk a little bit. I don't say I'm tougher than anybody else. I've never said.
So here's something real quick before we get away from this to kind of debunk everything. Kind of at the end.
Gotcha.
So the whole idea of alpha and beta and all that comes from originally from a study that was done on wolves, right? Well, the study was done on wolves in captivity.
So they're not even real wolves. So basically dogs.
The reality is
basically
that
dogs.
wild wolves, a pack actually consists of a mother, a father, and their cubs. And the pack grows as they procreate.
Okay.
So there's actually no alpha and beta male in a wild wolf pack, according to this study that was posted on it's phys.org, phys.org. All right. So basically, the whole construct and concept of this alpha and beta male that we're deriving from the animal kingdom, while it's used, it's generally associated with animals in captivity.
In poly lifestyle.
So-
Okay, we got it. Okay, cool.
So by using those terms to describe ourselves, we're essentially saying that we're comparing ourselves not only to animals, but to animals that are in captivity.
To animals who are in captivity. Right, exactly. So basically,
They're
dogs.
bonded to each other. It's just
Right.
them and their circle.
That's
Right.
it. And they
that's
use
it.
that to survive. Right.
It's mom, dad, the kids,
That's it.
their family.
There'll
That's
be
it.
no point for them to say good morning, alpha dad or alpha
Right.
husband. Or,
Right.
that's
He don't have to poke his chest out
No,
because
I'm the dad.
he's appreciated in his role.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like we appreciate our
mother is
we've got
appreciated
grandfathers,
in
right?
her role.
Yeah.
And the kids better not say shit in my house.
Right.
Oh,
See, there you go.
okay. I wish that little mom would say that. I get the plate first.
Right on.
I get the first plate.
I get the big piece of chicken.
I get the big piece of chicken.
Damn it.
Okay. Yo. Thank you everybody for tuning in to the Mail Review and dealing with all of our ignorance, our blissful ignorance as it is.
Yes, thank you for tuning in and listening to our therapy session.
Yeah, this is our personal therapy session. But check this out. We got some big things on the horizon as TR spoke earlier. The end of the Summer Indie Circuit concert. We are putting on a outstanding showcase. The roster of talent is growing. They're lined up. It's going to be here in Decatur, Georgia on September 25th.
In the deck, baby.
The Indie Circuit End of Summer Concert. All right. Some outstanding acts. TR, you want to give us some more on that?
Yeah, for right now, we're booking the acts and we're asking, we have a couple of slots left. Now, when I say we have a couple of slots left, once we announce this show, we immediately the first week had 6 artists that signed on. So us looking at the timeline, we only have about 13 to maybe 14 slots that include the people that are on roster to come and share this event with us. We have a couple of them dialing. I don't think that we should go ahead and name all the artists just yet.
Not yet.
But trust me when I say this, there's going to be some people that you know, some people got old school flavor, sound or whatever. And then there's going to be mostly what we're trying to cater to. And that's the independent artists. That's why we have the indie circuit. That's why we have videos with K. That's why we have the things that we do, because we're trying to highlight the indie circuit, the independent artist circuit, because we believe in y'all. And we have seen a plethora of talent that has came through, and we have to back you. We have to back you. We have to believe in you. If we don't believe in you as a community, then we're not doing our job as a community.
Absolutely.
Outstanding. Once again, we're trying to highlight all the outstanding talent. The indie circuit was a formatted concept that I created years ago in the beginning, the early days of Yale Radiocast. Basically to support independent artists. Just listening on the radio and just questioning and wondering, how did this guy get on the radio? And no strike at whoever's on the radio. It's all about a hustle, of your work ethic to get on the radio. So at the same time, shout out to those guys. But at the end of the day, it's still some people who deserve to get heard as well that aren't getting that same opportunity, that same exposure. And that's what we're here for. That's why we're trying to put this together. This showcase, this concert, the indie circuit, everything that comes with it. Once again, as y'all was saying, the videos with Kay, everything we're doing, we're trying to put another avenue for these artists out there. Once again, we got it right here. So shout out to everybody. Once again, you can follow us on every platform, streaming on over 25 platforms, Lord. iHeart, Twitch, Yale Radiocast, of course, Zeno Radio, Pandora, everything but Spotify.
Everything but Spotify.
Everything but Spotify.
If you can think of it, if you can conceive it,
Just-
you can achieve it.
Just
Please believe it. Okay, moving on.
just Google Yale Radiocast, Google Yale Entertainment, Google RTV, and you will see everything that we have to offer. This is a platform of true entertainment. Shout out to everybody that is supporting us. Markel, you want to end off with anything, brother?
Hey, y'all. I want to thank y'all for tuning in on this lovely, lovely Saturday afternoon. As always, even though we started late, we still came in strong, and we hit y'all in the face with it. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Mail Review here on Yale Radiocast, here with the leg and also the brace show.
The brace.
And the brace.
The Brace Awards.
Trey Michael with the brace.
Stay tuned for the Brace Awards.
Stay tuned for the Brace Awards. It's coming up. But thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for definitely spending this time with us, and we will see y'all again soon. Hey, we glad to be back in here, baby.
Josh?
Hey man, I'm just glad to be back in here. Stay tuned with us. We are growing. This is the first annual. So this is the thing we're gonna try to keep doing this. So come out, support us so we can keep doing this. Keep supporting these independent artists. Come out and see us September 25th. Be there, support us. Most of us from Yale Radiocast, Yale ENT, we're gonna be out there representing. So come meet us in person. If you've only ever been able to call in, come on out there, support it. All right.
Shameless plug for white chocolate.
Hey,
T.R.
Yeah, just to piggyback off of what my brother Josh just said, this is the first annual, but understand this is the first annual summer.
Oh yeah.
Because Lord's willing, if everything ride out right, we're gonna have a first annual winter concert also.
Yes.
So y'all be checking for that stuff. Look, we're just saying that if y'all are looking at our community as far as what we're doing, we're actually banding with a couple of nonprofits. That's what we didn't say, darling. We're banding with a couple of nonprofits to try to help them out and get their exposure. Accountable Youth in North Carolina. I mean, we go with our span stretches, and we have Soldier 23. That's a local support system for the veterans. And we have a couple of other ones. Just check out our platforms and you can look and see exactly all the people, nonprofits. We're not just doing this for us. We're not just doing this for our pockets. Yeah, we want to get up there on top or whatever, but guess what? We can't call ourselves successful as a community platform when we're not trying to support our community.
All right. So with that said, we're going to holler at y'all. Y'all already know what it is. We say this motto every time, but that's what it really is right now. Get the business.
Get the business.
Yale Radiocast.com.